Now back to our previous story from before, as the State Executive Committee of the People's Democratic Party in Abia State has announced the suspension of the chairman of the Board of Trustees of the party, Adolphus Wabara, for 1 month. Now, Wabara is alleged to have, in 2023, assured Governor Alex Oti that his second term is already booked. The state chairman of the party, Abraham, who announced his suspension at the meeting of the State Executive Committee on Tuesday in Umuahia, says the former Senate president is yet to respond to questions by the party over an alleged comment for more than a year. So live to help us make sense of this, we are joined by Chairman PDP Abia State, Abraham. Mr. Abraham, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
It's my pleasure to be with you. Good evening.
Good. So, sir, what were the key reasons that led to the suspension of Adolphus Wabara at the BOT chairman, as the BOT chairman of the PDP?
Well, I must confess that the action of the State Executive Committee of our party today was done in good faith. Senator, very distinguished Senator Adolphus Wabara is a member of the state executive of our party by virtue of the fact that he is, or he was at some time, a principal officer of the National Assembly. And our constitution provides that a former principal officer of the National Assembly is a member of the state executive of the party at the level of the state chapter. And our constitution also provides that as a member of the state executive, you enjoy the full privileges of that body and can also be disciplined by the state executive. Mindful of the fact that sometime in October 2023, the very distinguished senator and the chairman of the PDP Board of Trustees did announce to the world that the governor of Abia State, who is a product of the Labour Party, have done so well that he is fit to be re-elected for second time. That did not go well with the party at the state level. It is not the responsibility of a political party to market the candidates or persons who belong in another political party. And if you do that in the PDP or any other party, it is classified as anti-party. And there are consequences provided by various sections of our constitution which prohibits anti-party. And of course, there is no other way to deal with anybody who is guilty of anti-party other than to be sanctioned by the State Executive Committee of the party. And that was exactly what's happening today.
He's been sanctioned thus. Wabara is a very high-profile principal of the party, and this is bound to affect the dynamics of the party, especially the unity of the party. So what's the party doing to mitigate the impact of his suspension then?
Now, well, the law is not made for the commoners. I think at the level of our party, everybody is the same before the law. So I don't think that we should operate a system whereby the so-called mighty will commit an offense and they will go scot-free. And then when the common people like myself or you are found guilty, then they will be held culpable. So what has happened today, he is a victim of his own circumstance. He's a victim of his own action. Justice have taken place. And for now, we believe that we have been able to tell the world that indiscipline is not, as a party, that we do not tolerate indiscipline. And we have also been able to tell the world that no matter how highly placed you are, that if you commit any crime against the party, that the party will deal with you irrespective of your position. And that is what we have been able to do. And party members across the 17 local governments have welcomed the developments, and we stand by our action, and we have no regret for our actions.
So do we take it that Wabara's suspension is part of a broader strategy to reform the PDP, or are there other instances or specific happenings that might have caused his suspension?
Well, you will agree with me that any society without discipline have a fundamental problem, and you stand to gain nothing if you don't have discipline. So discipline is the key for every political party, for every organization, be it profit-making organization like what you have in corporate Nigeria, or non-profit organization, or the civil society, or the non-governmental organization, or the education institution, wherever you find yourself, discipline is key. And where people are allowed to do what they want to do, then there is a fundamental problem for that organization. We believe in procedure. We believe that people must conduct themselves properly. And today we have been able to send a very powerful message that Abia PDP does not tolerate any manner of indiscipline, no matter who is involved.
So Wabara, being a principal member of the party and a leader, how will the PDP now in Abia State ensure that this suspension does not cause a rift within the party?
It will not cause a rift, because rather what it will do, what the implication of the suspension is that people will conduct themselves properly, because that suspension is also coming with restriction. A certain section of our party's constitution also automatically restricts anybody who is so sanctioned, as we have done in this case of the Senator Wabara. He is restricted from holding any official position. So having been suspended, he cannot continue to occupy the position of membership of the Board of Trustees, not to take off chairman of Board of Trustees. It's not possible, because if at that level, those who find themselves at that level cannot conduct themselves, then it becomes unfortunate. That body will find another person on acting capacity for now.
Okay. Well, I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Ama Abraham, for joining us this evening to help clarify the situation. Thank you very much, sir.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, too. Thank you.